Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this Sunday's series. This play is called Miss Sugar's Garvey, one-act play by Miss J.E. Franklin. And our actors in order will be Miss Sugar, played by Johnny May, the judge, played by Ray Marcus, and Marcus Garvey, played by Julius Hollingsworth. And now we shall begin. Thank you.
Round these parts, I'm called Miss Sugar, and that's all right with me. I can get pretty sour when something happened that riles me up, you see. Now, the one sure thing that riles me is when someone wrongs a saint. It just naturally reminds me of Jesus when his mockers gave him drugged wine to drink. They nailed that young man to a cross like a crow upon a tree. And they just left him there to die like they do us on the lynching trees. Just like the case of Garvey, Marcus, Mosiah, to be exact. Some called him a saint, some called him a prophet. Then there's those who dispute both facts. There was those who called him ugly, but he sure had two pretty wives, and he loved his people so fiercely he was willing to give his life. It seemed like all Garvey's troubles started when he formed the UNIA. That was a worldwide association to lift up the Negro race. He said,
"We've suffered long enough. It's time for separation. Mother Africa must be free."
That was mainly his declaration. Newspapers said he was a menace. The government called him a disgrace. But like old Pharaoh hated on Moses when he talked of freeing his race. In fact, it seems like all through history, whenever a prophet talked of freedom, that's when the mighty would gang up on him and use all their treachery to defeat him. Oh, Garvey had thousands and thousands of disciples who flocked to hear him speak. Not them highfalutin muckety mucks, but the workers, the people in the streets. He told black women,
"Wear your pretty hair natural. Stop frying it with all that grease."
He told black men,
"Stop that gambling. Save your money. Then we can be independent and free."
So we collected our nickels and pennies and bought stock in his Black Star Line, but they tricked him with bad ships that sunk, and the government accused him of the crime. They kept talking about the money as if it was King Solomon's gold, about the hat shop and about the boat and the pennies they claim he stole. When they arrested him, he filled the courthouse. He was chained from his head to his feet. He was led in the court by cowards who didn't even want him to speak. They had white hoods covering their heads and faces, so their identities no one could see. But we knew it was the Ku Klux Dragons, white men of low degree.
"Silence in the courtroom. Everybody rise." This is the state against Marcus Garvey. Judge Jim Crow White will preside. Bring the prisoner inside.
When they brought the prophet in, his head was held up high. He commenced to recite Invictus while looking his haters dead in the eye.
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul.
Enough! Hold your tongue. I'll tell you when to speak.
Show yourselves to be civilized men. Unchain my hands and feet.
You'll be unchained when I see fit, and we'll gag you if you speak. You're being accused of inciting our nigglets to leave for a promised land. You're urging them to return back to Africa, far from the white man's hands. Are you guilty or not guilty? How do you plead?
Miserable man, I do not whine or plead. I am Marcus Messiah Garvey. I was sent to my people to lead.
Oh, so you were sent. Well, Mr. Troublemaker, Mr. You have been sent. You've been charged with embezzlement. That's grand theft in the first degree. Guilty or not guilty, what is your plea?
In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed.
You deceived our nigglets. You've committed great crimes. You've embezzled money from the Black Star Line.
I took no money from any man. I sought to put our destiny in our own hands and pilot the good ship black back to our motherland.
Oh, so you do advocate black land of your own.
To build a black government second to none, with full emancipation and a flag of our own.
Well, our other nigglets spawn your plan. They say you're seeking revenge on the Christian white man. By taking our nigglets to a foreign land, you steal our pleasures and rob us of our hands.
I know which Judas courts among my own race have plotted with my enemies and glory in my disgrace. But for every crocodile, there will come a day when backstabbers will be judged and their deeds will be weighed.
My Lord, my Lord. The prophet could see how much he was despised, but he stood straight as an arrow and looked his haters dead in the eyes.
Brutalize us, burn us, imprison us with your lives. Use every evil means your minds can describe. It's part of your nature to malign us this way. Oppose our freedom, and we'll work hard for that day.
Enough! Bailiff, bring the witnesses forward. State your name. Raise your hand. Tell us how much money did you give this man?
My name is Victoria Buckham. Yes, I did give. I gave $1 to my own free will.
$1. $1 of her own free will.
Will the next witness stand? Raise your hand. Tell us how much money you gave this man.
My name is Valence St. Omer. Yes, I did give. I gave 12 cents of my own free will.
12 cents, 12 cents of his own free will.
Will the next witness stand? Raise your hand. Tell us how much money you gave this man?
My name is Leo Richards. Yes, I did give. I gave 2 cents of my own free will.
2 cents. 2 cents of his own free will.
Will the next witness stand? Raise your hand. Tell us how much money you gave this man.
My name is Mary Wickham. Yes, I did. I gave 10 cents of my own free will.
10 cents. 10 cents of her own free will.
Will the next witness stand and raise your hand? Tell us how much money you gave this man.
My name is Mary Davis. Yes, I did. I gave 6 cents of my own free will.
6 cents. 6 cents of her own free will.
All the evidence presented was very thin. They had stacked the cards against him. How could our prophet win?
It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment is the scroll. I am the captain of my fate. I am the master of my soul.
Jury, what is your verdict?
He said guilty. Guilty as stand. He put a sheet on the naked woman and man. Male fraud. That's his crime. Lock him up and keep him till he does his time.
Bailiff, you've heard the verdict, and the verdict will stand. He put a cheat on all the nigglet women and men. Take him away until he rules the day. Lock that rascal up and throw the key away.
Yes, the jackal shouted guilty. They took our prophet away. But the final chapter wasn't wrote that day above the ghoulish markings. I swore I heard him say,
Look for me in the whirlwind.
was he speaking to you? Or was he speaking to me? People marched and shouted and defended him fervently. Set Garvey free! Set Garvey free! For 2 long years, he languished in jail. The state refused to grant him bail. His health declined till he was too weak to stand. Then they banished him to England, a sorrowful man. When he boarded the mother ship, thousands came to say goodbye. He waved the white handkerchief. Not a single eye was dry.
Look for me in the whirlwind.
He died friendless, alone and unknown. Somewhere in the fog of a cloud, a cold London town. His disciples searched for him in the valley of the dry bones until they found his remains and took his bones back home. This son of a Jamaica was reburied there in the soil he'd always known. Like Moses, he never reached that blessed land that he promised us with his glorious plan.
Look for me in the whirlwind.
What, honey? What? What's that you said? Did y'all hear that? That surely was Garvey's voice I heard. although I thought he was dead.
Look for me in the whirlwind.
It sounded like an order. And then I saw him. Was it a vision or a dream? For there he was in the whirlwind, becoming and beckoning to his disciples, all dressed in splendid white. 10 millions of Garvinites, followed by the Hebrew Israelites, getting on board the mother ship down by the riverside. No one spoke a mumbling word. They just cried. I got to wondering, sakes alive, what will happen to this lost tribe? Will they make it to the other side? Will they be welcomed home? The Spirit led me to break into a song, to lift their hopes high, and so I did. Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, Lord, I want to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in.
Look for me in the whirlwind.
Lights dim, end of play. I would like to again introduce my cast: Johnny May, Julius Hollingsworth, and Ray Marcus.